everyone, it's Jill here. Welcome to my sunroom. Today I'm going to be putting together a Maker's Corner video for you, and this is a layout using products from the Cocoa Daisy Cozy Season kit, and the story is from fall of 2022. I took my oldest daughter to visit colleges. So we started doing some college tours for her when she was a senior, and I just wanted to capture that story here in our family album. I did do one layout about this story in my October daily album from that year, but I wanted to have that story documented in our family album. So what this is going to be here on the left-hand side, this is going to go inside the pocket. I'm going to use this plaid and starburst paper here for the title. I'll put college visits using the puffy alpha stickers that came with the kit, and I've got a couple of photos, so I'll mount that. And then the right hand side is going to be a full page photo, and I've got this tag here. My journaling will be on the back, and I'm going to sew this piece of vellum onto the photo to hold the tag. So should come together fairly quickly. So I'll put you on fast forward while I get going on this layout. Okay, so the first thing I'm going to do is get to work on my title. I decided that I wanted this one to say college visits, and so I'm just pulling the letters here off of the alpha sticker sheet. These are the alpha letters that came with the Cozy Season kit. They're kind of like a latte brown color, which I really like, and of course goes very well with the fall theme here. I've edited through the video a bit to spare you the very lengthy amount of time it took me to get these stickers on in a way that I liked them. And here you'll see I realized it's actually not quite centered, and it was bothering me. So I decided to get my ruler out, like I should have done to begin with, and mark the middle of the paper. And now I'm going to go back and pick these letters all up and relay them to make sure that they're a little bit more centered, and also to make sure that I've laid them out straight. There's certainly like tools out there that you can use. I could have used like a bit of like a plastic ruler or like a plastic guide. I think there are multiple products out there that you can use to make this an easier process. But I don't know, glutton for punishment. I'm doing things the hard way. So here I've cut down that yellow paper, and now I'm going to go ahead and just measure out, and I will mark here where I want to cut the plaid paper. I just wanted this to be a little bit like a strip across the top of the paper, and I wanted, I wanted to just make sure I had the measurements correct for kind of visually how I wanted it to look, I guess is what I'm trying to say. So I'm just going here and adhering down the plaid piece, and then I'm going to put the yellow piece with the title right on top. And then next I'm going to grab my pictures, and I'm going to figure out the layout here. There are two pictures here. One is a photo of me, and the other is a photo of my daughter in front of the kind of campus entrance sign for one of the schools. And so I move them around a little bit because I want the picture of her to be more prominent, even though, especially looking on screen, you can tell she's not as visible in the picture as I kind of am in the one that I chose of myself. And so I wanted this to stand out a little bit. I decided to go ahead and put it on foam so I could pop it up off the page a little bit. And also, in doing that, I realized I do have a little bit of extra space on the page. I wasn't sure about the dimensions exactly, and so I will go and I think find another picture and add a third photo to that side. Now I've moved on to the left-hand side. Nope, the right-hand side of the layout. And I'm working on the tag. So you'll see here I've got my journaling already printed on that sticker paper, and I just went ahead and made sure I had it placed correctly, and I've adhered it to the back of this tag. I'm going to go ahead and trim up that sticker paper. I will then bring out my bone folder. You'll only see a short bit of that here on the video, but I always go over my sticker paper with the bone folder to really just like make sure the sticker paper is well adhered to the card or whatever I'm putting it on. It does make a difference when you see it in person. It makes the color of the ink, it kind of just makes it look a little bit more saturated, which I like. Here I've gone through and decided that I wanted to add a little bit of the plaid pattern paper to both the top and bottom of the tag. It wasn't something I originally planned, but when I got the journaling down, I thought the back of the tag looked a little bit plain, quite frankly, and since there was a little bit of space there, I thought this would be a nice little bit of a design element and an opportunity to tie the two sides of the layout together. The other thing I realized is every time I open my desk drawer to get something out, it kind of bumps the camera. So this is probably the third video now that I've done where the camera kind of swings and I don't catch it until I'm done with my done recording. So apologies for that. I will try to tighten that up so that that stops happening in my future videos. Here I'm just punching a hole out, punching the hole out of the tag again, because again, I put the paper there on the back side, and I tried to cover the front initially because I didn't want to kind of gum up my hole punch, but then realized I couldn't see the hole to actually make the punch. So that's what I was doing there, kind of just fumbling through. But here I've got a smaller tag that I want to use to hang off of the larger tag. And what you'll see here, I left all of this in because, we don't always perfectly think through what it is that we're trying to do, or at least I sometimes fumble with here's the idea, here's what I'm trying to accomplish, why can I not make this work? And so I could have edited all this bit out to kind of make it look like I perfectly knew exactly what I wanted to do from the beginning. But part of what I want to do again with my channel is just normalize we're all trying to figure it out. And so here I went through a couple versions of tying this string to figure out how did I want to do this to enable this smaller tag to hang kind of freely and dangle. So ultimately I decided to tie a bow with the string, and then to just thread one side of the tail of the bow through the front of that tag and then just tie it off with a knot. Okay, and now I'm going to go ahead and sew on the vellum to create that pocket. A little note here, I will say, this is a super tiny sewing machine I bought off of Amazon. I will link it in the notes, but I love it because it is so small. It takes up hardly any space. You can plug it in. It also runs off of battery. So if you're someone like me who doesn't have a large craft space or doesn't have a lot of storage, this would be a really great tool to pick up if you wanted to include machine sewing into your crafting. And then once I kind of snip these threads here, I'm going to go ahead and pull the extra thread back through the back of the paper and just sort of stick those down with washi tape. And this is a tip that I got from Linda Jordan of Linda Loves Creating. If you're somebody who is used to sewing fabric, you would know that you do a bit of a back stitch or a reverse stitch to kind of close the stitching, but on paper it's really hard to do that without kind of tearing more of the paper, I have found. So this was a great tip, so thanks for that, Linda. Okay everyone, that's the spread done. So a couple of things. One, over here, I do think I'm going to try to add another photo here, so I'll find something else small and print in this sort of blank space here. Two, I was so excited to put this up on foam, and then I remembered this whole thing is going inside of a full page pocket protector. Ugh. So I may have to pull this up. I'll try it first and see, but I'm not used to doing things inside the page protector. That's full page. It's not typically my style. So I need to fix that. I also just realized, I also just realized that the Cocoa Daisy papers are taller than 8.25, right? So this photo here is outside of the page protector, 7.1 by 8.25 high. This paper I'm gonna have to trim off a little bit. So I definitely am gonna have to pull this picture up. So I'll fix that. So that's this one. And then on this side, I'm super excited. So the tag, I put my journaling, I added a little bit of the pattern paper just to pull the two sides together. I've got this extra little tag here. I think I'm gonna put the I think I'm going to handwrite the town. So Bryn Mawr is obviously in Bryn Mawr, Pennsylvania, but we went to 3 schools on this trip. And so I want to, I think, include all of the 3, towns that we went to visit. So I'll handwrite that. And then I got my vellum pocket sewn on. I'm super excited. So couple of things. It took me probably 45 minutes to thread my machine because I needed to put white thread in there, and my machine doesn't thread the under bobbin, is that whatever it's called, doesn't thread the bobbin right. So took me a while to troubleshoot that and figure it out, but I finally did. And I just taped off the back. But here, something kind of funky happened here. I don't know if you can see that on camera, but the machine kind of got away from me and it went a little wonky. It's wonky over here too, but that's okay. My sewing machine, it's super cute. I'll link it. Super cute, very portable, plug-in or batteries, which is really great for, small space and for just little crafting projects. But I don't have a guide on it. So that's one thing. Getting straight lines is virtually impossible for me. I'm also a little bit of a novice sewer. Well, I haven't sewn in a very long time. I used to sew when I was in high school, but not since then. So anyway, a couple of caveats. But again, those kinds of things don't typically bother me, because to me, it's what really makes it, register that it's something that was homemade or made by hand. Yeah, so a few things to fix here, but that's this layout complete. If you liked this video, please give a thumbs up and consider subscribing to my channel. I'd really appreciate it. But yeah, I hope to see you in the next one. All right, bye.